Okay, Fender, we're throwing a little softball at you today. Mod shop screw-ups. Here comes Casino Guitars. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Baxter here, Jonathan here. Casino Guitars come at you hard and fast.
Hard and fast.
That's the way they like it. Okay, click like and subscribe.
Hit the bell. Hard and fast.
Hard and fast. So we were watching this one video. We couldn't help but talk about it because we've seen it happen more than once with the Fender mod shop here.
Yep.
It's this young fella. He ordered a guitar. It's a great video. It's short too. Like how long was it? Like
was it even 10 minutes? I
feel like it was 6. I felt like it was a great video.
To the point. I was glad about it. I thought he was going to belabor the point, but he did not.
No, link, it's in below. You can go right to it. It's a wonderful, quick little video talking about his experience with the mod shop and what sort of went wrong. And we'll just run it down for you real quickly in case you don't want to click over there and you want to hear his banter. So the young fella ordered the young fella.
He was very sincere and adorable.
He was really good. Like I would love to have him on this channel.
He must have a good channel. I'm going to check out his channel and see if he has other videos.
No, he great channel.
And obviously a Fender fan, which he says in the video.
As are we. I am probably the biggest Fender fanboy. Well, maybe not the biggest. I don't have tattoos of Fender all over me, except for my nipples.
He
ordered a guitar. It's a beautiful Stratocaster. It came with some pretty serious issues.
Yes.
The most glaring one was the volume pot didn't work.
I mean, it needs that.
Which now don't get me wrong, because we're jaded a little bit because we've been in this thing for a long time, and that's a really easy fix.
Yes.
Bam, whippity snip, done. But it shouldn't leave the factory that way.
No. I mean, it's one thing for us to see something like that at a shop. It's another thing when you're the end user, you order this guitar, and there you go.
And the way it was acting, it doesn't seem like that was something that happened in shipping.
Probably not.
That's a pot doesn't lose its function that way. That's
if it had been I feel like if it had been hit, it wouldn't be making a noise. You know what I mean? Like nothing would be working. It was just
disconnected.
Right.
You're lost to solder point.
That's it.
It's ground dead. That's sort of strike one. Strike two was there's some pretty good dings in the fretboard.
Like little chips out, you know.
And this is not a custom shop where you pay extra for those dings. This is we can make fun of ourselves.
And they were decent sized, and then in the neck pocket too.
The neck pocket as well. And so, he was unhappy with that. He sent Fender an email. I think 10 days, a week later, he gets a response saying, hey, sorry about your luck with the guitar. Why don't you take it on down? Yeah, to 2-hour drive to the service center, and they'll analyze what's wrong with it. He's like, I don't need any analysis.
But wait, I know what's wrong.
So at the end of the day, they were just saying, hey, tough luck. So the whole idea with mod shop, this is the beginning of the story. So the idea with mod shop and why we're sort of nervous with this being a wave of the future is that there's no refunds, no returns.
Right.
There's nothing. That's it. Good luck with yourself.
Which I get when you order a guitar because you custom is yours. There is no returning it or exchanging it. But that should not apply when there are obvious things that are wrong.
Now, after this video crested 50,000 views, Fender, I think, because he sort of say, I'm going to do a video on this. And he didn't hear a response, I guess, again. So he did the video, 50K views. They're going to do a rebuild for him.
As they should.
And so that was the video. So let's get into the core of what's going on behind this a little bit. This is sort of a representation of what's going wrong with the little parts of the industry right now.
Yeah.
This is not the highest point of skilled labor in the workforce at the moment. It's probably one of the lower points. Some of the manufacturing factories have they're suffering because they've gone through this weird thing where they boomed, hired a bunch of people, they contracted again, fired a bunch of people, and now they're all trying to hire again. And it's sort of weird. It's like the Stalin purges, is what it feels like. The pogrom.
Oh yeah, just like that. Yeah.
I can't get it. I was watching too much stuff.
But I mean, if you have been to fast food lately,
oh Lord,
that they're just everywhere short staffed.
Dude, I went to our Chipotle, and it was the worst dining experience I've had in years. We just had one open up a couple months ago, enough to get your kinks out. I mean, it was filthy. Like food on all the tables, no one to clean it off. The staff looked like they had been through like, I don't know, Stalin's purges. They were just like all sitting there like just dejected. They didn't prepare the right food. They said they didn't have it, then they did. The people seemed nice, but it was bad.
But that's more and more common. It seems like just across the board at restaurants, but everywhere, right? People are out of things. They don't have staff. Places are closing early, so I cannot imagine that the guitar factories have been immune to the same things.
No, it was like the accordion sort of smashing. Like it's the firing accordion. You know, it left a big mark on everything. It's like, hey, you're in, you're out, and we want you back in. And it's a problem. You got to. Everyone thinks everyone building these guitars are like guitar players.
Yeah, skilled artisans.
There's a lot of them aren't. A lot of them don't know what they're doing yet. We've seen that from every level of industry, from guitars to like, well, not as much high-end furniture, because those are usually your skilled craftsmen at that point. When you get to like stuff like in custom shop, yes.
Sure,
make those levels of production, yes.
Absolutely.
Martin's a different operation. I feel like a lot of that it's like, I've been to the Martin factory, I've been to the Fender factory, Taylor factory, all of them. I've been to every factory. PRS. Martin is the one that sort of blew me away the most.
Because it's like second, third generation folks who have worked there.
And these cats don't play guitar half the time, but they know the guitar.
Right.
It's like, the guys that are building your high-end sports car, they might not be the best race driver in the world, but they know how to build it.
Right.
Perfect. And that's something. And, and often too, within these production gigs, it used to be like, you had an opportunity. If you worked really well, you could be promoted up to like, a lead of this section or this department. We're talking about you doing that at Gibson, maybe, if Gibson wasn't the hellhole that it was.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if I had gone to Gibson, because I was excited to work at Gibson. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, who's not?
I think I could have. That's something that as a guitar player, you could fall into and really take pride in it and become part of this. There was a family or team environment or vibe at all. Luckily for me, I wasn't there.
Lucky for all of us.
I just moved right on.
Things didn't work out so well there.
Yeah.
No, it just, and the whole idea of like promoting from within has sort of disappeared too sometimes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like they'll bring in somebody else from this other manufacturing team and a whole other industry, and they'll bring it in like, man, I've been here 5 years. I thought it was my time to shine. I want that. I want to be operations manager. When I know this one cat, I'm not saying his name because I want to jinx him, but he's at Martin too. I think he will be operations manager one day.
Right.
He's got a young family. This guy cares about the guitars. He knows guitars. He knows how to play guitar. But he knows and loves and breathes the wood.
Yeah.
Which leads to an early death, usually, if it's been
nitro is not good to breathe. It's not good.
So don't do that, young man. It's make your kids special.
Or probably like finishes in general.
His kids are probably already special from his DNA. No, but like that's the stuff I get excited, like seeing these cats in the factories that I know are going to go up the chain.
Yes.
And here's the other issue with some of the stuff in the mod shop and like the industry overall problematic thing I see is that this is a way that these manufacturers are sort of pushing because there's some problems around the horizon. And that's a whole other video. Stay tuned. But with the guitar resellers that they're working with. Yeah. But also, the idea of some of these like direct order things, I mean, it's a lot of seconds, like factory seconds that are being put together.
Like, hey, what are we going to do with these parts?
We mail these parts. Or, hey, this piece was on X guitar. This guitar is not selling. Disassemble, reconfigure. It's mod shop now.
We've heard these sort of anecdotal things about people ordering these guitars and hey, they take the neck off and it's a copper guitar and why is the neck? Where's their blue paint in the neck pocket? You know what I mean? Like
that's okay when you're doing paint over at the custom shop. Again, you pay extra for those things and those sprays of paint. But no, it is. That's what it is. I mean,
I think that this is a good example of a lot of sort of cautionary things that we talk about in these videos. That probably seems like we're just ranting old men, which we sort of are. Yeah. But this is a good example of what happens, what those scenarios produce.
Then this is why, again, like the main pitch is too is like, and it's for us, for everyone. I don't care which shop you go to, buy through a shop.
Yeah,
I know the mod shop's something that's really only offered through Fender.com, I believe, but you can do that through a shop. We've had people want to do it through us, but it's really cumbersome for us to do it. They don't make it easy for us to do it as a shop, so we don't really do it. So if that's what you want to do it. I don't know.
And I get the allure. There's a point where before I got into this whole world of like being in shops and sort of in this crazy industry, that I would have thought the mod shop was the coolest thing ever, and I probably
What I know.
I absolutely would.
We did those too as an example. It's on our house a couple of years ago when it first launched. I think maybe 3 years, 4 years ago. I don't know.
Right.
We did one. We ordered some, and they were decent guitars. Yeah, they were cool.
I did one this morning when we were talking about this, just sitting there. It looks great. It's super cool. And, it's not a custom shop.
And you'll notice too within like the options have sort of dwindled.
Yes.
They sort of bloom and dwindle and bloom, and now we're at a dwindle phase. And it's because of the pieces they have available.
I realized there was no ash available this morning.
Funny.
I could have an alder body, a mahogany body, oddly, but no ash. And I just thought that should just be a standard. If I want an ash body Telecaster, I should just be able to.
That one. I feel like that should be something. That I can get an American Pro too.
Yeah.
Or an American Original.
There was Dodges this morning where
American Vintage too. I'm sorry.
alder, mahogany, and roasted pine. Those are my options.
And Flame Koa. That'd be tight. Flame Koa top.
I don't know.
It'd be just so cool if you did the mod shop.
Yes.
No, and I
But they paint a solid color so no one knows. Damn you. That's the ball running move.
I am working on some really rolling hard. I'm working on some ancient cool guitar wood right now with Senior Echo Park.
Ooh.
It's more to come soon. I'm very excited. He sent me the first pictures. I think he put some on his Instagram so you can see it too. But
We had a call about some of those yesterday, and I was like, "You really need to talk to Baxter."
I'm the only one. I keep it all close to my chest. And I'm excited. I'm like the mod shop of casino guitars. Echo Park or Casadosa's shenanigans too. Mainly with the weird people of Gabriel and Carlos's minds. No, it's we're behooving like just. It's also because I don't care if it's from us. Like if you can find a weird guitar, get a vintage guitar, get an old used guitar, like find something or mod it out yourself. That's what Fenders are built for. I still say the classic vibe Squire. And God, I remember those used to be $199 a long time ago.
Mod it out yourself. Just remember not to resell for more money because no one cares. Just mod it out and play it. Mod it yourself and play it. Have fun. Enjoy it.
Like once you put the frailing pickups in your Squire, the Squire's now worth the price of those pickups minus a little bit. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Well, just when you're going in, when people bring them in guitars in the shops and stuff, and I see it everywhere, and they say, I put $300 in this guitar. I'm like, yeah, but
cool.
It was a $200 guitar that is now worth $80. That you put this and
That's heartbreaking.
yeah, it's
True.
in that world.
Not untrue, but it's still a little heartbreaking.
No, and like again, you got two of the biggest Fender cheerleaders you're probably gonna ever meet here, but this is our request is like to do better at Fender Mod Shop. If you're gonna do it the best you can. We try to do the best we can, which often isn't that very good, but we try. I try really hard.
The old college try.
But if you're the best in the industry, I expect more. I don't want to see paint on this neck, and it's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say I've seen it in person. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can even understand. I could almost understand, like back to the original video, the guy's guitar. Yeah, things slip through. I get it.
things do slip through. They slip through us. Like we made a mistake on shipping recently. Like we put a different name type thing because it was all sort of confusing on the things. Right. But our shipping department got confused.
But our shipping department changed.
There's one person.
Oh God. Anyways, what I don't understand is Fender not being like falling all over themselves to sort of fix it. Not falling all over themselves, just in a timely, sort of nice way. Hey, yeah, of course we'll take it.
It's tough because like they can do that and they do sometimes. Because I used to know their customer service people because there's not that many. It's not this big like umbrella corporation of cats. There's like these dudes in Arizona and ladies that sit there and they're in this like big open space with like the little cubicles and there's not that many of them. I'm talking like 5.
Right.
It's not like a call center with like 50 to 100 people.
Just think about it. That's not that. That's really small.
No, maybe not even that many. It's like I used to be like my dude Derek that used to work there. That he was like the best drummer, the coolest looking dude. I don't think he's there anymore. But I think he moved on to greater and bigger things. Working in Gibson on the production line now. Just kidding. No, they do a great job, but sometimes there's just so much, And as they take on more, their overflow is going to become so much, it's going to be hard for them to keep up. And that's, again, why shop at your shops. They can stem this off. We have guitarists come from Fender, from Paul Reed Smith, from Gretsch, from like Taylor and Martin, but mostly electrics, let's talk about, that don't work when they get here. And it's a really simple fix. We pop the hood. It's a quick little solder.
This is often just a little overlooked wiring. Oh, they forgot to
Or something hit on the shipping.
right, or this came apart, or is a cold solder joint, or whatever. Easy, you know. But
Is there a band called Cold Solder Joint?
there should be
That's a cool name.
cold solder joint.
And just drink Rolling Rocks.
Yeah,
I feel like that's tough. That's a tough man's beer.
like Rolling Rock. Is there such thing as Rolling Rock Light?
God bless us. I think that's just called water.
Hey, yeah, we didn't put any beer in. It's just the water part, just the filtered water.
I think that's it. Just like respect to everybody. Respect to this Cats video. Great video. It was awesome to watch. Respect to Fender for what they're trying to do out there. Not respect to them going direct, like all the time and stuff. But there's a whole other video on that. Stay tuned. We have stuff in the past. Big ones coming as well. Thanks for joining us. Peace be with all of you out there.
It's you all stuff.